name's Glenn Morris and I have the privilege of being the principal at Doncaster Secondary College. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which Doncaster Secondary College is situated, and that's the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. We at Doncaster Secondary College pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging, and extend that respect to any of our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people who are watching this video. We value the ongoing contribution to the cultural heritage that the Wurundjeri people provide to our school, as well as the city of Manningham. We recognise that this land was never ceded and there is no treaty, and we commit to efforts towards reconciliation as a school community. We at Doncaster Secondary College are inclusive of individuals from all backgrounds. I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch this video and consider Doncaster Secondary College for your child's secondary education. Ideally, I would deliver a principal's address in person in our presentation and performance centre. However, those plans have had to change because we're limited with the number of people that we can have in that smaller space. However, I hope that you're able to get a sense of who I am and who the people at Doncaster Secondary College are from this video, as well as through your attendance at our upcoming open night and attendance on our school tours throughout the years. A little bit about myself. I've grown up in Manningham. I grew up here all my life and I attended schools through the primary schools and also Doncaster Secondary College as a student. I then went off to university where I continued to volunteer my time through our sports coaching programs, and then I became a teacher, started with health and phys ed and science and biology, and I've now been here for the past 20 years. It's really nice for me to see the community that I grew up in and I still live within come through the school as well. I'm heavily involved with sporting clubs in the local area and also get to see families that I grew up with enrol their children at Doncaster Secondary College too. So I really feel like this is my place and I care deeply about our community and the individuals that are coming through the school. I think that care drives me to get the absolute best outcomes for the young people and their families who are here. I think education is so important if we're in striving towards setting up our children to be able to leave Doncaster Secondary College and enter the world beyond here and have those skills and the knowledge and the understanding to follow their dreams, whether it be the career that they want, their families, relationships, and have really good health outcomes. So I really value education. And I want that for your children, and I want to work with you and partner with you as your child progresses throughout the school. A little bit about Doncaster Secondary College. We have approximately 1,500 students from Year 7 to 12. We have an enrolment cap that sits at that 1,500 students as well, so we don't want to grow our numbers. We want to make sure that we've got the facilities, and we have amazing facilities here, but also the space in the yard so as our students are able to move about freely during their breaks as well. So keeping it at that 1,500 is something that we're looking at doing, which means around 250 students we're looking to enrol coming into Year 7. We've got a really diverse group of students and families at the school. Over 40 different languages are spoken at home. And coming from a range of different cultural backgrounds. I think that's a real strength of our school. It's a real reflection of our Doncaster Secondary College, how Doncaster Secondary College reflects our Australian community and wider Manningham community as well. In saying that, that diversity means that we really need to understand our students and our families, and we really pride ourselves on the ability to implement and deliver programs, whether it be in the classroom or co-curricular programs that meet the needs of those students. So our students' needs drive the programs that we offer at the school, and that's a really big focus and a real goal of mine to make sure that we continue to do that and we continue to do it better as well. currently focused on our goal of meeting students at their point of need, and that means that we use data to inform our understanding of students' current literacy and numeracy levels. And then we plan our curriculum at the appropriate level for all of our students, so as they can access their learning. Improving literacy and numeracy outcomes are essential to lifelong outcomes, whether that be career, relationships and health. And that again, that really drives us because those skills are so important. But not only is it important to focus on literacy and numeracy, we also prioritise the development of skills related to self-management and awareness, social management and awareness, critical and creative thinking and intercultural understanding. Those skills are essential if we're going to enable students to achieve their potential and become confident and effective learners who contribute productively to society, and that's in our vision statement. We value the learning opportunities and outcomes as well that are provided across the curriculum. We have English and EAL classes, we have our maths learning area, our humanities, health and physical education, the arts, and science, and all of those contribute to well-rounded young people and give them a range of experiences from which they can identify what their strengths are and what their interests are, and then that flows through into their senior education. The majority of our students will study VCE and follow the path of going to university, so that's the vast majority of our students. However, we have a growing VCAL program as well. We really value the skills and the learning that happens through that vocational program, and many of our students then go off into traineeships and apprenticeships as a result of that program. Really proud too that our outcomes in 2020 for our VCE and our VCAL program we're at a level that we haven't seen, since my time here, and I've been here for 20 years, so we're really proud of how we've been able to pull together as a community to develop our skills and our programs to meet the needs of our students. Our college values are really important. They're not just words on a sign, we actually live them. So our college values of respect, responsibility, resilience and teamwork underpin absolutely everything we do at the college. We reinforce these by recognising positive behaviours, but we also call upon it when students aren't demonstrating these behaviours, because it's those behaviours that are not in line with our values that get in the way of their learning and the learning of others. We have really good processes and systems in place to support students to uphold those values, and we work with families to make sure that their child is safe, they feel supported, and they build behaviours in line with these values so as they can perform at their best. There are many opportunities for your child at Doncaster Secondary College through sports, the performing arts, so music and drama, arts. We really value all of the opportunities that we have here for your child at Doncaster Secondary College. It's our partnerships with our families that are so important. It's what they bring with them from home, their attitudes, their beliefs, the skills that they've developed over many years, which allow us to then work with them and work with you so as we can get the best outcomes for them as they progress throughout the school. Those partnerships are developed through really strong communication channels. We have our Year 7 parent carer representatives who represent each of the classes, and they are tasked with bringing families together so as they can support each other and they can get to know each other throughout that transition into Doncaster Secondary College. We have a range of committees for families to get involved in. One of those is our Wellbeing Action Team, which is really well supported by our staff at school as well as our families. Wellbeing, and talking about wellbeing underpins, along with our values, the academic achievements within the school. When we focus on wellbeing, it eliminates some of the barriers that students may have to engage in their education, and it also addresses inequities that limit their access to education. So wellbeing is foundational to the work that we do at Doncaster Secondary College. I really hope that this has given you some insight into myself, into the school, I really look forward to meeting with you, whether that be on the college open night or whether it be on the school tours. And I really wish you all the best in making this decision for your child. We're really fortunate to have such wonderful schools throughout Manningham, and I hope that the messages that I've sent resonate with you and your family. I wish you all the best in making this really important choice. Thank you.